There were moments when nobody knew how hard it was for you to keep going. Every day you got up, every day you handled your responsibilities, every day you smiled, spoke politely, and carried on as if everything was fine. But God saw the truth. He saw the battles you never talked about. He saw the worries you carried into the night. He saw the pressure sitting on your shoulders when everyone else thought you were strong enough to handle it all. People saw the version of you that showed up. God saw the version of you that was fighting not to fall apart. He saw the tears you never let anyone witness. He saw the nights when you stared at the ceiling, wondering how much longer you could carry the weight. He saw the moments when disappointment tried to convince you that nothing was changing. He saw the frustration that came from doing your best and still feeling stuck. And while you were wondering if anyone noticed your struggle, God noticed every single detail. Not one tear escaped his attention. Not one prayer went unheard. Not one moment of pain was overlooked. The truth is, some of God's greatest work happens in seasons that feel invisible, seasons where nothing appears to be moving, seasons where answers seem delayed, seasons where you're doing everything you know how to do, yet the breakthrough still feels far away. Those seasons can be difficult because human nature wants evidence. We want to see progress. We want to see results. We want confirmation that our efforts matter. But God often works differently. While you're looking for visible change, He is creating invisible transformation. While you're focused on the outcome, He is focused on the process. While you're asking when things will change around you, He is changing things within you. And that's what many people miss. Sometimes the blessing is not what God is bringing to you. Sometimes the blessing is what God is building inside of you. The patience, the strength, the wisdom, the resilience, the faith, those things are not developed in easy seasons. They are developed in difficult ones. That's why some of the strongest people you will ever meet are people who have survived seasons that nearly broke them. They didn't become strong because life was easy. They became strong because God carried them through challenges they never thought they would survive. And little by little, that's exactly what He has been doing for you. Even when you couldn't see it, even when you couldn't feel it, even when you doubted it, God was working. Every setback taught you something. Every disappointment strengthened you. Every closed door redirected you. Every difficult season prepared you. The pain wasn't wasted. The waiting wasn't wasted. The struggle wasn't wasted. Because God never wastes what He allows. He uses it, He shapes it, He transforms it into something that serves a greater purpose. That's why the season you're in right now is not the end of your story. It is a chapter that feels difficult, a chapter that feels uncertain, a chapter that may even feel unfair at times, but it is still only a chapter. And God is still writing the story. The enemy wants you to believe that because you haven't arrived yet, you're failing. God wants you to understand that because you're still moving forward, you're growing. There is a difference. Growth is not always visible. Sometimes growth looks like refusing to quit. Sometimes growth looks like getting back up after disappointment. Sometimes growth looks like showing up when motivation is nowhere to be found. Sometimes growth looks like surviving a season you never wanted to enter. And through it all, God is watching, not with judgment, not with disappointment, but with understanding, because He knows what you're carrying. He knows what you've endured. He knows the battles you fought in silence. He knows the sacrifices you've made that nobody else appreciates. And He knows how much courage it took for you to keep going when everything in you wanted to stop. That's why you should never mistake silence for absence.
Just because God is quiet does not mean he is gone. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. Just because the answer has not arrived does not mean the answer is not coming. There are blessings being prepared that you cannot yet see. There are opportunities moving into position that you cannot yet recognize. There are prayers being answered in ways you do not yet understand. And one day, what feels confusing today will make sense. One day you'll look back and realize that God was protecting you from things you couldn't see, guiding you around obstacles you didn't know existed, preparing you for opportunities you weren't yet ready to receive. And when that day comes, you'll understand something that is difficult to understand right now. God never forgot you, not for a moment, not for a second, not during the nights you cried, not during the days you struggled, not during the seasons when you felt alone. He was there through all of it, watching, guiding, strengthening, preparing, because long before the breakthrough arrives, God sees the struggle. Long before the blessing appears, God sees the sacrifice. Long before the victory is visible, God sees the battle. And because he sees it all, he knows exactly how to bring you through it. So if you're tired today, keep going. If you're discouraged today, keep going. If you're wondering whether your efforts matter, keep going. Because God sees every step you're taking. And the God who sees your struggle is also the God who knows exactly where he is leading you.